Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Vanessa of Sova Creations, and I thought I'd jump on here and show you kind of the process I take in making my journals. If you guys want to kind of hang out with me and make a journal with me, that'd be cool. So I'm kind of new to doing journals and the junk journals and that, so I'm not like a pro or anything, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to get on here and see what we can do. So for starters, we're going to make a 9 by 6 journal here, and I already have pre-cut 2 pieces of chipboard, and then for the spine I have a 1.5 inch cut for that. So we're going to kind of get it set up like this, and let's see, kind of get it on there well. Now I chose this fabric here. It's kind of one of the pre-cut fabrics. I think it's pretty, so we'll see what we can do. I like to decorate the front of my journals, so you know, it's going to probably cover up a good amount of this. So all right, let's see. So the first thing we're going to do is, oh, also, before I get started, so on the inside of my covers, this is something new I recently started doing. I kind of want to make them padded, so I got some foam sheets that I found actually at Goodwill, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach those to the covers to give it a little padding so it'll be a little soft. Now I know people use batting, which is something I definitely want to do and give it a try once I get around to getting some. So okay, so now we have this. What I'm gonna do is, let's see. Now normally I will, let's see, I need to set out the fabric and then I'll put the pieces on top of it. So 1 minute and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back and I cut out my fabric to fit around. It's not like perfectly cut, but that's okay because on the inside I'm going to put paper, so we're going to glue it, obviously fold up the corners, fold it in, and then after we do that we'll cover the inside with paper. So but before we do this, what I normally do is I glue it down to the fabric, but before we do that I want to kind of flip these over. I don't think it really matters, but I just want to, you know, because I want to attach the foam. They are actually stickers, so it should be easy peasy to just kind of, well, I think, okay, to just kind of take off the sticker or the backing of it. And then I got lucky because these are actually I'm pretty sure they're just the perfect size to fit on here. So let's see, let's go ahead and line it up on here, smooth it out. Yep, there we go. It's the perfect size. Well, it hangs over a little bit, but that shouldn't be an issue, I don't think. So there we go. And now let me get the other one, get the backing off of this one. It's actually pretty easy to get the backing off. I thought it would be a little more difficult. Sorry for that. Okay, so now we'll attach it to this one. Sorry, it's a little out of frame, I'm noticing. Oh, there we go. All right. I mean, this is this is my first ever video, so I hope you will kind of bear with me here. I'll end up, you know, working out all the kinks as time goes. But here we go. So now what I want to do is I'm going to lightly glue it to the fabric, and what I use is, the glue I like is Fabrifix. I've tried other glues, but they don't really work as well. So what you want to do is go ahead and make sure you get it all the way around the side, especially on the corners. Get the corners. Oh, it can be a little difficult to, you know, glue it right. And then we'll just do a little X kind of thing. Go like this, little snake. And there we go. And now I'll flip it back over carefully. And, oh, and then line it up here. Hopefully there's no bleed through. Sometimes there's a bleed through depending on the fabric. So this one, oh yeah, there's bleed through. Okay, that's okay. We'll figure it out. I was hoping there wouldn't be. Okay, so in that situation, we'll just use less glue. And you know, it happens. And besides, on the front cover, I like to add like decorations and stuff, so it should definitely cover up the bleed through. And okay, so now we want to glue the spine down, just a little bit of glue. I'm deciding if I want to get it lined up here. I'm trying to decide if I want to sew it, which I think I do. You know, that doesn't really... I'm gonna add one more piece on top of this. I actually cut 2 separate pieces, so that'll give a little height to the spine to where it kind of lines up a little better with the covers, because, you know, adding the foam to it caused it to, you know, have a little height added. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just add a small amount of glue, so hopefully we don't get too much bleed through on this one. Kind of like that. And you know what, maybe if I kind of rub it, the big beads flat, hopefully that'll kind of help. So there we go, see. And let me line this up. Oh, and I forgot to mention, but I did iron my fabric before I started using it because it was kind of wrinkled. Okay, now I got glue all over my hands. That's okay. It comes off. So now we have that. So I know this is my front cover. Let's go ahead and bring it over so we can see. Yeah, you see all that bleed through? That's all right. Like I said, we'll cover it up. Yeah, on the back has some too. Maybe I guess we'll decorate the back too to kind of cover that up. Kind of show you how we can hide that. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to bring this in. So what I do first is I like to put some glue on each corner. I do it on every corner right away. I actually saw someone I watch on YouTube, the Paper Out Pam from the Paper Outpost. She does this, and I thought, oh wow, that actually works really well. So we will fold in our corners. 1, 2, sorry, it's a little block there. Get this into frame over here. 3 and 4. Okay, I put the glue too far out on that one. See, the thing with me is I tend to make a pretty good amount of mistakes when I'm doing this, but that's okay because we always find a way to kind of fix it, so that's good. All right, now what we want to do is put some glue. Let me see if I can turn you guys a little bit here. There we go. Sorry for all the noise. So what we want to do is put some glue along the bottom here. Like a nice little, you know, I forgot I forgot I might sew it, and I might be adding a little too much glue, but that's okay. Okay, so what we want to do is grab it, fold it over. There we go. Sorry about that. I hit the camera with the thing. It happens, right? Okay. Then we'll just repeat it on the other side. Here we go. Get the glue going. Oy, too much. All right. Do the same thing here. We will fold it. There we go. And then just kind of push it in like this. There we go. And now prop that up there. So what we want to do now is, of course, finish the 2 sides. So more glue. What I like about Fabrifix is it has very good hold, but you do have some time like to kind of move stuff if you need to before it dries completely. Okay, there we go. We got this side. There we go. Oh, let me add just a little here because it looks like it's not gonna hold very well. I just added a dab. A dab will do. Okay, now we'll set it up again, knocking over my glue. And then we will get some more here. There we go. And once more. There we go. I might speed past all that because, you know, you kind of see one side, you can kind of get on how to do all the other ones, but we'll see. It depends. All right, now we have our cover glued together. Pretty nice, right? Minus the the bleed through. So now that we have that, what I like to do, because I like to make tassels for it, so what I have is this giant thing right here, the Crocodile 2, the big bite. So this is nice because you can just poke the hole real easy. I put it on the, let's see if you guys can see it, the 3/16. There we go, the 3/16, which is pushed all the way to the back. And then what I do is flip it over, line it up. Now this is a, let me see again. I'm pretty sure I made this a 1.5 inch spine. Where is my ruler? There we go. So let's measure it real quick. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 1.5. So 1.5 inch. So I'm gonna try to kind of find the middle. So 7. So about right here, I'd say. So where is my pencil? Okay. Now I bring it down right here. Okay. I bring it down a little bit, like maybe right here. Might be a little low. No, I think that's good. Okay, so I marked it, and now what we're gonna do is put this here. And as you can see, when you push down, you're gonna see that the hole punch comes down right there. So let's go ahead and lift this up. It's a little difficult to do it on camera here. So it's probably gonna be difficult for you guys to see, but I just line it up with my hole I made and punch. Okay. Now, I got that. Throw away the piece that came out. Okay, so we have that. Now, this is where the thing will go to attach the what's it called? The tassels. Because I don't know if you guys can see back here, but I have some journals set up here that I've made, and I really enjoy putting the tassels. I have one there that I didn't put it on, but you know, sometimes they don't need them. And also that one was, the one without it was made from a book cover, so I didn't really want to poke a hole in it because I didn't really know how it would work. So, you know, better safe than regretting it. So let's see. Okay, so now this cover feels pretty soft. I think it would be better with some batting. I really only use the foam on like soft cover journals that don't actually have the what's this called again? The cardstock, not cardstock. Well, you know, this stuff. So, okay, now I have a paper chosen for the inside. So let me go ahead and grab that, and I will be right back. Okay, so this is the paper I chose. I think is very pretty, very bright. So what we're gonna need to do now is measure it out to fit the inside of the journal. So what I like to do is, it's kind of hard to see from that angle, right? Okay, let me be right back. I'm gonna see if I can fix the angle so you guys can see a little better. Okay, here we go. I think this might be a little bit better. So what I do is I line it up where it covers a little bit of, leaving a little bit of space here at the top and on the sides for the fabric to poke through. And so what I'll do is, actually, you know what, let me flip this over so that I don't make any marks on the pattern side. So here we go. I got it lined up again. I have my marker, and what we're gonna do is, if you see right here is where the fold meets, so I want it to actually cover that part, so I think I'm going to mark it right there. Made a little mark. Okay, and then for the center, what we want to do is mark it. I kind of just look, like if you see right here is the spine, so I like to make it about, like, you know, I'm not good with measurements, but I'm gonna say about a ½ inch. Yeah, maybe a ½ inch. There we go. Now I have my marks made. So let's go ahead and move the journal out of the way for now. And we'll set this here, zoom you out so I can cut it. Okay, so I have my cutter here. It's just a Cricut brand trimmer. And let's see. What I'm gonna do first is cut the length, and then I'll cut the, or you know what? First I'll cut across here. Hopefully I did this the right way to where the circle at the top will not be in the way. Oh, it always does this for some reason. I think because the papers are a little long, so it gets stuck in there. So what I do is I just, when that happens, kind of just pull it off. Set that aside, and then let's go ahead and cut this way. There we go. So now we have one, the front cover or back cover, it doesn't matter. Okay, and then what I like to do is, oh good, okay, it's not gonna have the circle on there. What I like to do is just stack them. For me, this is just the easiest way to do it. Just stack them and straighten them on there. Move this over there so we can see. And straighten it out and cut it. There we go. Move that out of the way. Bring our cover back in. Oh, hey, look, as it's kind of drying, it's going away a little bit. So that's good. And here we go, lay them out, see how it looks. Pretty good. Oh, wrong way. Put this one here, that looks good. There we go. And there we go. And I did forget that I actually need some cloth for here. So let me see what I got. I'm gonna grab it and see what I got. I think I have some, I think it's called muslin, yeah. I can use that, or I have a pretty pink fabric here. You're not really gonna see it, so it doesn't matter. I'll just use the muslin. So let's see. Oopsie, I dropped it. So, whew, sorry about that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut a strip off of here. Sorry, you guys aren't gonna be able to see it, but, well, actually, let me show you here. What I'm gonna do is kind of line it up with the top. And that's probably good. And then I'll just give it a little trim right there and pull it. The easiest way to get through fabric. Make a little notch and pull it. Okay, let me put this over here. And then let's bring you up so you can kind of see a little better. Okay, sorry, we got some loose strings here that I'm trying to pull off real quick. I'm sure you guys know the pain of that. Okay, so there we go, about right there. And then I cut it about at the end of the cardstock and tear. Now, of course, this is a light fabric, so the glue is definitely going to show through. So I want to attach it before I attach my cardstock. So what I'm going to do, let's see. Yeah, pretty good. Or did it tear a little weird? I think it tore a little weird. That's okay. No, it's not. Okay. Well, let's get another piece. I clearly have no idea what I'm doing. One would think. Okay, let's try this one more time. I think this time it'll definitely work. This time I guess I'll cut a little bit lower just in case. Tear it. Sorry if you can hear all that chair noise. My chair's a little noisy. Sorry about that. Okay, so we have our fabric here. We got a lot of strings. Okay, we got this time. Let's see. Yes, okay, perfect. Let me just cut off some of these strings. I don't think it really matters because, you know, it kind of adds to the character, but there we go. Okay, before I glue this down, I actually want to get my little things that I attached the tassel with. Let me see, I have like a thing here. I kind of just throw all my stuff into like one thing. So let's see if I can find it in here. I know I have some of the, I think I need a new system. Okay, there we go. We do have them, yes. And I have the little hook. Let me clean all this up. I did at one point have like, well, I still do. I have some jars that are, ooh, this is pretty. Maybe we can use this. I have some jars that everything's separated out into buttons and flat back pearls and charms and everything, but then I just have some that I just throw random things inside. It's easier at the time, but then when you need to find something, not so much. So, okay, I'm going to attach the hook on here. And before I put on the fabric, oh no, I dropped it. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I found it. So, here it is. I'm going to flip it over and you can see there's the hole. So I'll just put it in there. Oh, that's my cat, Charlie. I had the door closed and she decided she wanted out, and as soon as I opened it, she decided she didn't want out. So she's talking to me. Okay, there we go. We got it attached. Now that that's done. So I like to do that. That way, you know, it kind of hides the brad or whatever it's called. And okay, so what I like to do is I kind of gauge how far out. I kind of gauge how far out it is on the sides. And I'll just go ahead and take my glue and start gluing. I don't want to put too much, even though I just put a huge glob there. I don't want to put too much because of how you can kind of see through it, you know. But there we go. That should work enough to hold it. And there we go. Flatten it down, and as you can see, we have a lot of bleed through, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. move it up some. There we go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cut some of these strings down here at the bottom. There we go. Perfect. Now we will glue the insides on. See, and it'll cover it up pretty nicely so you don't even really see the bleed through, which is why I like to put the fabric down and then my cardstock, because it definitely clears it up or covers it up. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing with this. We want to fill it with make sure we get a lot of glue, especially on the corners, because we don't want them, you know, lifting up on us. Just run the glue all along the back. There we go. Now some of it might like you know, pop out because that's just what happens, but we can always just clean it up some. Okay, let's situate it on. There we go. Push it down, push it down. It always likes to kind of come up on the corners, but once the glue dries, it holds it down. I've had this several times where it's like, oh, is it gonna stick down? And then it does. So there we go. See right here, this little spot. I might add a little more glue there. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just put my glue bottle in there. Sorry if you couldn't see that. There we go. And then I'll just hold it down for a second. And there we go. Perfect. All right, now let's do the other side. Same deal. Get the glue, make sure you get your corners. Okay, rub it along the inside. Put cap on glue because it likes to ooze out. And line it up. Perfect. Put it down and make sure you push it down. Again, adding pressure to make sure that it stays down where it needs to. All right, and there we go. We have our cover ready. I was thinking of gluing it, but I mean, not gluing it. I already did that. I was thinking of sewing it, but I don't know. It could be good like this, right? So I'll sleep on it and I'll see what I decide. But there we go. We got our little focus. Our little thing connected here. See if it focuses that. There we go. And we got our cover already. Oh, we're shaking. Sorry about that. Sorry about my messy desk also. All right, there we go. We got it. We got everything. Oh, it's so noisy. Okay, I'm gonna have to get a better setup eventually so you're not hearing all the crickles and crackles. But okay, this is part 1 of putting together a journal. So in the next part, we will go through our papers for the signatures. With this one, I think I'm doing 3 signatures. So yeah, if you want to see what's coming up next, go ahead and subscribe, like the video, and comment down below what you think of it so far. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.